Okay, thank you for joining me. In this part, we'll discuss how to get input on Windows. Let's start with getting input from keys on the keyboard. Uh, this is an example where we have a sprite renderer and an array of sprites, and when we press certain keys, we change the sprite of this guy here. So we do it on spacebar and when we press R. So this here, Input.GetKeyDown. Well, usually we get input in the update function. We check for input every visual frame. If you say if input get key down and then specify a key, whatever you put inside will happen once at the exact moment that the key is pressed down. So this here will be true at the exact moment that we press that key down. So you have get key down. We also have get key. The difference is whatever you put inside will happen while the key is pressed. So this will happen every frame here while we press the R key. We also have another variation of this which is not here, which is GetKeyUp. So that happens once when you release a certain key. So let's look at this example and visually see the difference between GetKeyDown and just GetKey. Okay, so I press space, changes once. I press R, it changes every frame. So that's the difference. You can also get inputs from the mouse with this. You can say if Input.GetMouseButton, and you specify which click. This 0 is the left click. So the same concept. You have get mouse button down, which happens every frame while you press mouse button. You have get mouse button 1, that means right click, and you have 2, that's the scroll wheel, if you click the scroll wheel. And the same concept, if it's get mouse button, it happens every frame. If it's get mouse button down, happens once when you press it, the exact moment that the mouse button is pressed down. And you have get mouse button up, which happens once when you release the mouse button. Okay. We'll go to another example and we look at the vertical and horizontal axis, which we discussed in the rigid body part. So in this example, we have some UI elements that lets us see when we press ASD in W. So this is the horizontal axis. If you say input get horizontal, get axis horizontal, that's either -1, 0, or 1, depending on if you press A or D. Same for the vertical, but this is for W and S. And when you go from a value to another, let's say we go from 0 to -1, when we press the A button, let's say, it happens over time, over a short period of time, but it's not instant. So in this example here, we can see when we press SDW, and we can see the horizontal axis value and the vertical axis value. I will maximize the game panel. Okay, so right now I press nothing, so they're both 0. I press W, the vertical goes from 0 to 1. So let me show you that again. You see it happens over time, it's not instant. Same if you go to a negative value. Same for the horizontal axis. Okay, that's for getting SDW input. It's better, for movement, you should always use the horizontal axis, not the get key code. Let's look at some other axes here. We have the mouse X, the mouse Y, and the mouse scroll. Let's see first of all what this means. So this here Input.GetAxis mouse X is either a positive value when you move the mouse horizontally to the right, and it's a negative value when you move the mouse horizontally to the left. And the value itself is bigger or smaller depending on how fast you move the mouse. If you move the mouse fast, the value is bigger. Same for the Y, but this is for the vertical movement of the mouse. And then we have the mouse scroll wheel, same concept. It's a negative value if you scroll a certain direction, it is positive value if you scroll in another direction, and the value itself is bigger if you scroll faster. So that's what these are. Let's see it in action here. We have some UI that will let us see these axes. Let's start with the scroll. I scroll down, you notice that it changes very fast. So you see it's a negative value, I scroll the other ways, now it's a positive value. And you can see how those mouse X and mouse Y change when I move the mouse. If I don't move anything, it's 0, 0, 0. That's how to get input on Windows. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one when we discuss UI elements.